Etsy News, your roundup of what's happening in Etsy for the week. Do you know, I always start these thinking I'll have nothing to talk about, thinking Etsy can't do enough in a week for me to talk about, but they have, so let's dive into it. Firstly, Sharon actually spotted this and mentioned it in somebody else's Facebook group. But the first thing, on the left, you'll see above the title, it's saying materials available. And then I spotted this on the right. Now, I'm only seeing this in jewellery just now, but it's actually potentially a cool thing. And now that I see it, I wonder why Etsy didn't do it years ago. And it potentially should make us double think when we're doing our listings, as it were. Definitely if you're in the jewellery category. Now, materials available, I know this confused a few people, but this just seems to be that if you have filled in your materials section in your listing, the bit below your tags, it's optional. You can fill in what materials are in your item. Nobody's kind of taken this serious for long enough. It has had no impact. It's not there for SEO purposes. Nobody seems to check up on it. I still have love as one of my materials because I put love into my items, but that's how seriously I take it. But I always thought, no, obviously, if you're selling food or something, this could be a good place to put ingredients. It's not bad to use it, and well, Google reads everything, so why not where you've got a space to put something? But now Etsy are showing us in the jewellery section, at the least, if an item has the material section filled in, this is going to say materials available. I don't think this is massively helpful to a buyer, but my thought is, at the minute in time, it's brand new, so it'll cause people to stop, and it might potentially, if nobody else has that and you do, they might click on your listing, which at least is something. So it could kind of help. And the other thing, if we look at the one on the right, it has two little circles plus a more. And yeah, I can't believe they haven't had this before as soon as I see it. So this is just basically saying that that pendant comes in gold and silver chain plus more. How simple was that? That's so cool. I think definitely, if you think of any of the other online shopping things you go to when you buy clothes or something, there's little dots to show you there's options for different colours. So I think this is a great idea. And this is your attributes where you can put in certain colours. And if you're doing, you're saying this item comes in gold, this comes in silver, then it gives people the option to see. I think this is actually really good because it's saying someone looks and goes, I'm seeing that picture of that one necklace, but oh, there's more options. Hopefully this might stop the customers who just look at the picture and go, I want that one, and click order. It gives them a chance to realize that here's an item that is only what the picture says, and here's an item where you get variations. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. But yeah, I definitely think the showing the color options, really good thing. Materials available, I don't think anybody cares, but it's something different on your listing. If you're in jewelry, potentially add your materials. It's below tags in your listing manager thingy. Throw in what the materials are, doesn't hurt. Okay. Everyone who's been here for a while knows what I think of Etsy running sales. But let's gloss over that fact. Etsy is running another sale. It started yesterday. UK shoppers get £5 off on us. So if anyone doesn't know, this is Etsy funds some sales every now and again, and this is 30. All orders of £30 or more get £5 off, and Etsy pays for it. So the seller gets the full listing price, the buyer pays £5 less, and they can shop in 200 different shops and get the fiver off every single time. So that's fantastic. If you were a buyer on Etsy and you were going to buy two things at $30 each, buy them separately and you'll get the money off. That's just my little thing. Apply Etsy coupon Um, yeah, to use this Etsy funded discount code, UK shoppers need to add the code at checkout where it says apply Etsy coupon. So yeah, it's small 5. That sounds like an insult, but anyway. My okay, right. We have to go with the flow. Whether I like Etsy throwing these sales on us or not, I'm not a fan of, but it works for some people, so that's fine. It's free money for customers, so that's fine. I get why they don't advertise it massively ahead of time, because things like, I know people on Amazon say on the lead up to Prime Day, people don't buy. So they're making such a loss in sales before Prime Day that the Prime Day rush of sales doesn't actually cover what they've already lost. They're not gaining anything at all. So Etsy don't want to tell people too soon ahead of time, else they'll just stop buying. However, like, I saw this in the forums 3 hours after it was posted, but it was posted on the very day. It was posted pretty much after it started. And then we got the email from Etsy, and then I'm in the Creator Co, is it the affiliate thing? I don't really use it, but they send out things, and again they mailed me even later than that, so it had already been running for several hours before we get the mail out saying, hey, you should totally be starting to advertise this. You can use your share and save link, you can use your affiliate link, you can so Etsy are wanting us to not to advertise, like pay money, but Etsy are wanting us to promote this to like our social media followers to bring new people into Etsy. If they gave us a bit of warning, like heads up, tomorrow this is going to be happening, or here's a list of when the sale dates or whatever else, so that we could plan our marketing strategy. I mean, somebody could have had a good social media following. They might be planning for next week to have a sale for whatever reason. They might have been bigging this up on social media, got a real excitement going. And then suddenly this has come in and it's like, right, what do I do? People could, my sale is now pointless. It makes people's individual shop marketing difficult. Whereas, I mean, if you were going to run a sale, you could have done it at the same time, and then your customers get loads off, and they're happy people. If that's how you run your business, but anyway, let me know in the comments below. But if you sell to the UK, all this weekend till the 30th of April, shoppers in the United Kingdom will get £5 off. So you can let your customers know, if you have UK customers, they have to use the code SMALL5. Let's stop ranting about this. This is something that Jan showed me on Reddit, and I've seen people in the forums and everything, in Facebook groups and everything, we're talking about this. The problem is when you see people talking about something they've seen, sometimes you're like, have they just missed a thing? Because Etsy was telling us, we had notices saying Etsy was going to change our shipping time, our processing times. And sometimes people are not understanding. Quite often, when you get an order, your customer is told, oh, this should arrive in a certain amount of time. And you ship your item on time, but when you hit ship, it goes, oh, this might arrive late for your customer. Now, nothing has changed in what the customer is being told, but what's happened is Etsy keeps an eye on the postal services and goes, oh, on average, Royal Mail's running late just now. So if you shipped on your last processing day, it could be a case that the shipping time would take slightly longer. So they're letting you know so you can let your customers know. But in this case, right, so let's do what the person said. I have a 4-day production time. Everything's running smoothly. I'm working on my orders from the 16th and they're due out as normal. However, my orders from the 17th and beyond have a 5-day production time. It's not a federal holiday or anything. The mail isn't running late and I didn't change anything. So there was a sort of step change between the 2 days, and I've heard that if you've seen this happen, if you've seen the step change that seems a little bit weird, that Etsy did say that was a Blug, a glitch and a bug becomes a blug. Anyway, that was a glitch. Something that Etsy's working on. I will say the number of people though that are coming up in forums. I'm reading this, and it seems to be they put their processing time and everything and their entire. I get it if you're really, really busy, but some people that don't seem that busy seem to just go to their orders and only ship out things that says ship by today. The ship by today is the latest date that you should ship by based on what you say your processing times are. It's not the day you should ship, it's the last date. You can absolutely ship sooner. So this is people are struggling because they're going, oh, it's changed and I didn't know to expect that. You can ship sooner. I didn't know that people didn't know that, but some people didn't know that. So there we go. Let me know if you've seen this. Right, in Etsy in the news. So this was NBC News, and I've seen it. Yes, it's not just crochet; it's a lot of things. People are buying patterns and finding out that the images are AI made. And yeah, this is so annoying. There are some shops that are just churning out massive amounts of patterns. It's been the same with even before AI, with kits and things. I've seen loads of needle felting things where people have stole the image of somebody's needle felting work that is so beautiful. There's a seller that I think I did a video on how to make a needle felted back because her stuff had been stolen. So people steal the images and pretend they're selling the thing, but they also steal the images and say they're selling a kit. And that's fair enough. But the thing is, that person has never made the item. So their kit is not telling you how to make that item. It's a stolen image, or in this case, an AI generated image. And the same with the patterns. It looks like they're stolen. They're not stolen, they're AI generated patterns. So the images for the pattern. So the pattern will never work like what you're seeing, which is so annoying. And it's actually, I'm wondering, I started doing a little crocheting this year. I made a shawl, which I really loved. And then I've bought some other things, and I found I am not a crocheter. I don't know how to crochet. And I was thinking it was me making mistakes, but these patterns are terrible. Like, if you really sit down and look at it, they just don't make sense. But I wasn't a good enough crocheter to know that it wasn't me, it was the pattern. So, yeah, you're going, oh, I'm buying something for $3. So people generally don't complain. They think it's them. Added to that, the big complaint there, if you can see the image in the middle, it's Garfield. So they're asking AI to generate a picture of a copyright character to say, hey, you can buy this kit. So already that listing shouldn't have been sold, even if the person had made the Garfield. It's unlikely they have licensing rights to sell Garfield items. But yes, sadly, this needs sorted out, because this buying patterns is crafty people coming to want to learn how to do things, to make these cute things, and the patterns can't be giving them what they want. Yeah, there's use cases for AI. I know people are absolutely against it in most cases. I'm not against AI, but I'm definitely against AI being used like this. All right, Etsy released its summer trends insight. There's, they say, chef's kiss. Do you know what the thing that annoys me? This is a slight aside. Something that annoys me is, you used to just, but if something was great, you go, I know, that's great. But now people have to say chef's kiss. You've just done a chef's kiss, and people go, chef's kiss. That's duplicating on things. You don't need both. Anyway, that's my random rant. But Etsy's released its summer trends insight. It's interesting if you're interested in it. You don't have to follow trends, but they do give us some stats as well, which is kind of nice. The one at the bottom here, this is the modern milestones, and it's gifting things, but they're talking about an increase of searches for handmade gifts. Super interesting. Friendship gifts, which I think is lovely, personalized gifts, pet gifts, but there's a 266% year-on-year increase for divorce gifts. Fantastic. I love it. But yeah, check out the summer trends. If you're interested, I might do a video on it. We'll look into what's the trending things. Etsy has so much data. Not only does it know what's trending, but crochet's trending. We just spoke about crochet. It knows what's trending in that what people are searching for, but it can also make things trend because Etsy's the one sending out the mail outs. Etsy's the one curating the front page. Etsy's the one pushing what gifts will be there. So it's worth looking into it. You don't necessarily have to you don't want to jump your shop about jumping around all the trends, but you want to see what can fit into it. For instance, if you make things that are custom or personalized, could there be a gift? I would imagine they could be. So you might be thinking, oh, what kind of personalized gift? Who's it for? Could your item be a divorce gift that you'd never thought of using that as a keyword? And also I'm looking at the Western 2.0. Hey, can I make some horses and cows and things? I absolutely can. And that would be fun. So I'd say with the trends, it's a thing to go through and just go, is this interesting to me? Yeah, I suppose so. Or no, is the chef's kiss? Well, it's talking about foodstuffs on things again, foodie inspired things. So yeah, if you're making clothing or bags and you have some really cool food fabric, maybe give it a try. It's time to roll it out. Yahoo Finance. I hate this. Why the market dipped, but Etsy gained today. That was like yesterday. But I hate this. I wonder if financial advisors are either at it or they don't have the first clue how to look at data. This is a big say by me because, yeah, if you looked at this was the 3 month of the Etsy shares. And if you look over a 3 month period, has Etsy gained today? No. Has Etsy? No, it's pretty much flatlined for the past month and a half with squiggles up and down. It's not statistically significant, but people freak out either way. However, and stay tuned, you'll want to subscribe for this actually. The quarterly report is out this week coming, so I'm going to be looking at that. Obviously, I'll be listening to the investor call and finding out if there's anything interesting for us. And I have noticed as a trend, Etsy tend to announce something just before they announce that they're doing it in the quarterly report. They've had a trend of changing things, so keep an eye on the forums and stuff. If there's a big announcement, I'll make a flash announcement video. You won't have to wait till next Saturday. And I will definitely dig into the quarterly report. But that's it for this week. Unless I missed anything, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.